Hello guys, welcome back to S3D, and this is going to be a part 2 of making random ass customs. So basically here we have the Scarlett figure, which I'm going to make into the Ninja Force Scarlett. The customer told me to just leave it as is. He's actually really satisfied with this body. And yeah, after I'm messing around with this body, I'm actually really surprised. I want to talk about some factors on this body that's actually quite impressive. So originally, a lot of people were saying like, this GI Joe classified bodies are pretty amazing, right? Well, I think it's amazing for 2020 when these figures were announced. I don't think they're really that great for 2022. I think they might need some design adjustments for these figures. For example, you can see right here, she has a single jointed elbow, right? It barely goes 90 degrees. So like, that actually limits a lot of posing on this elbow. I could have sworn she might be able to do it a little better, but I guess not. It's very limiting. You can see that that's just 90 degrees right here, right? Supposedly she has a butterfly joint, but it's almost completely useless. Like, yeah, she does have a butterfly joint, so I have to give them credit for that. The Marvel Legends don't have a butterfly joint, but yeah, this totally limits her posability as like a martial arts character. And she has a neck joint, but the neck joint feel like it's not really that useful either, right? The new Marvel Legends figure have the dumbbell joint for the head, which makes posing a lot better. Now she does have a very good diaphragm joint, so I give them credit for that. And she also have waist articulation. Also have the drop down hips situation, which make like doing kicking poses a lot better than the Marvel Legends figure. I mean, she just have more articulation built into the body compared to like other figures, but you can see quality control issues. Like, wait, are these quality controls issue? No, I don't think there's a lot of quality control issue with this figure. But yeah, okay. I think the new one's actually less plasticized than the ones before. The ones before I experienced some of them with like kind of gummy joints. I think these ones are actually okay. Yeah, I think this is like the recent reissue that got reissued maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I could have sworn this figure was sitting on the shelf for like at least 6 or 7 months, but one of my viewers told me these things just recently got reissued. They reissued like the whole initial wave with Destro and all that. So, yeah, I guess they just killed the resale value of these figures because originally, with like the Marvel Legends figures, I think once they go out print, they go out print. But with the GI Joes, they keep reprinting them. So that means if you're waiting for like one of these figures to go up in price, it might not happen. The only one that I've seen right now that is a little bit hard to find is the Amazon exclusive Storm Shadow. That one might come back, and if that one does come back into a reprint, then people are, the price on that's gonna suck. But it's like a Storm Shadow that nobody wants anyway. It's from that video game, GI Joe Atlantis Factor. I actually like that version of Storm Shadow, but a lot of people don't. So they want like the OG, the one that's just coming out. So yeah, so you can see the Shadow Cat body. She has single jointed elbow, but the elbow can go really far. This is more than like 90 degrees. So you can put her into, action poses like this, right? Like she's ready to, go into the boxing position, right? While this Shadow Cat, while this actual Scarlet figure, like, I don't know, like, this is all she can do. Like, which one is more convincing, right? Look at that. I think this is why, like, a lot of people have been asking me to do this custom because they want the Scarlet head on the Shadow Cat body to make a Ninja Force. Yeah. I think other than, being like the upper torso being very useful, I honestly don't think there's really any major improvement on this old Marvel Legend body, or they call it buck. What's nice though is these are pinless joints, so they're really nice. But yeah, no boot cut, no pull down joints on the hips. These are just straight up. Wait, hold on. I could be wrong. No, this thing doesn't go anywhere. This thing just stuck to the torso. So yeah, there's no. It's missing a couple points of articulation. There's no butterfly. There's no waist articulation there at all. It's just you're playing simple Marvel Legends body. The only major improvements right here. They modified the elbow so you can do that. So that part is really good. The neck is like a new system. It's a double dumbbell joint, which I think is a lot better than whatever the G.I. Joe Classify has. G.I. Joe Classify have like this ball joint with a hinge and then another point on the bottom. And it just makes the neck look super long, super weird. Yeah. I think what I have to do is I'm going to have to cut this piece. Yeah, I might have to cut this piece and then just trim it a little bit so this thing like sits a little lower than that. Or I have to pull this neck piece out and then modify it somehow. I know it's going to be very frustrating. I am not too happy about it already. Yeah, I tried flipping the neck around, still doesn't work. It looks like her neck is super, super long. Yeah, it's weird. And then using the Rogue's head doesn't work because her head is a little too big. It looks ridiculous. Yeah, the Rogue head just looks like she looks like she has a giant head, like a bobblehead. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna merge this head with the classic version. The classic version is like $25 or something, $25 shipped right now. I think I can probably get it for lower. I just really needed the headpiece. I can get like the bodies from like other people. I think plenty of people getting rid of the bodies on Macari for like $10 or something like that. So yeah, I really just need to get one on the head and then remove the headpiece, the hairpiece, and then merge that with this head. And yeah, technically making the best Rogue Marvel Legends figure ever. All right, so anyway. Alright, so we have these customs. Oh, basically what's going to happen is, I guess anyone who buys like the Colossus body, I'm going to throw in this body for free. So you can make a fodder or something like that. Yeah. Man, all these Hasbro figures are just going on clearance. I wonder how many they made. I think in 2020 and 2021, they completely overestimated the fan base. They think like a lot of people are gonna buy a ton of these figures, so they overproduce them, and now it's just piles and piles of them on clearance. All right, that is pretty much it for making custom figures part 2. You know what? I'm so frustrated with this thing. I'm just gonna glue in the collar. People can remove it if they want to. Yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna I don't think people should even complain because I'm giving away this body for free. You're getting something for free when you buy any of whatever bullshit part I'm gonna put on the community section. So there you go. We got the neck collar. Oh, and this thing also frustrates me. This thing always comes apart. This thing, and it's not painted either. It's horrible. On the back of the box, you can see like her crossbow is actually in the silver color. But look at it. This thing is not painted at all. It's just all black. It's just completely all black. It's super lazy. And the top piece always comes off. It's this whole section always comes off. So like I think I made like 12 to 15 customs of the G.I. Joe Scarlett. I think most of them are just repaints. Like some people want me to paint her into the classic GI Joe color scheme from the cartoon, and then some people want me to do like head swaps and stuff like that. And yeah, and some people just want me to modify her accessories. Look at it. It look nothing like the thing. Look at that. That's like gray or silver, and this is all black. Super lazy. Okay. Yeah, and this thing too. This is also a wrong color. You can see like on the art right there. There's like lines, blue lines, and this thing's supposed to be gray, right there. Yeah, super half-ass. Look at it. Even this little section that's supposed to be gray with like blue and red on it. There's no color whatsoever on here. Look at how lazy that is. Yeah, and then her daggers are not even painted. Now, what they really could have done is mold these in silver. Well, at least they are not like as plasticized as before. Before they were like super flexible. I guess the newer ones are not too bad. There's like. Yeah, it's like lazy work on these. That's just from the, that's a nub that they didn't clean. Yep, and I see one here too. So I'm going to clean this up. Yeah. So they're not using that much plasticizers on these anymore because before they used to be super gummy. Now they're not. So that's definitely a good sign. They should have just molded these in like silver, like, molded in silver and then paint the handle. That way, if you paint the handle silver and then you put it in here, this is going to scrape off the paint, right? If they mold it in silver, then it's like plastic touching the plasticized PVC to plasticized PVC, and the handle is just outside. That's not going to get chipped, paint chipped. So. Yeah, super lazy. Super lazy. I mean, yeah, really, they could have easily made like a super nice product just by doing those things. Like, people who buy these figures should not have to glue all these parts together. I do have to give them credit though. This thing is actually super hard. Before it was super gummy. Like, it's just completely like plasticized and shitty. But this is now super hard. Yeah. And I sing a lot of these. I sing over like 100 Scarletts figures because we were selling them. And the older ones, the one that looked like the Fortnite color thing, those things have like super gummy crossbows. So this is actually pretty nice. Like this thing used to be like so warped, like it would just be like this. Yeah, I mean it's still plasticized and it's still flexible, but it's just not as flexible as before. So that's definitely a good sign. That's a big improvement, to be honest with you guys. All right, so that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys find the information helpful or interesting. Yeah, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna glue that thing too. This thing drives me insane. Yeah. Hey, you know what? It's a free body. You can complain all you want. But I'm giving this thing away for free. So you can complain about having a stuck leg piece or something. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Is there like a reference? Is there like a reference somewhere where the thigh piece? This would be. Okay, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. It's just gonna be like that. It's free. Like it or don't like it, I don't care. This is a clearance figure. I sold the arm for like $15, right? I got this figure for like $14.29, and someone make me an offer on this head for $10. So I think I broke even already. So whatever. Yeah, these things are just gonna be like fodder pieces. All right, thanks for watching, guys.